So welcome to our stream today. I just saw there was already one microphone not switched on. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Just give me short feedback. Hi Peter, nice to see you here. Cross-checking all the configurations. I think everything should work on Discord and on YouTube. Hi, Superdrive guy. All good now. Perfect. Yeah, welcome to our weekly live stream, Order Flow Trading with Robert Rother. Who doesn't know me yet and who's new to this stream? I started trading at the age of 13. That was, I think, 1995. And then, well, I became quite successful. And then at the age of 17, two traders came to me and they asked me if I wanted to set up an investment firm with them together. They became my mentors and teachers in regard of trading, day trading. We were trading the S&P future on the Chicago Mercantile floor. Then I learned what hedge funds are, alternative investments, private equity, etc. Then I sold my shares in that company, and in 2004 I moved to China. I set up my second investment company in China with a Chinese partner, and it was quite successful. I had over $100 million under management. I had 30 employees, traders, analysts, and so on. But if you're very successful in China, then there's always a problem with the Chinese government most of the time, if you're very good in a special niche branch. So I got arrested in 2011 for outsmarting the Chinese finance system, and I spent the next 7 years and 7 months in Chinese prison. I was released in December 2018. And after I got released, I wrote a book about my life. This became a best-selling book in Germany. Unfortunately, it's not translated to English yet, but I hope this will change soon if we find a correct publishing house. Right now, I'm offering trading education, and basically I have a trading community for German-speaking traders and now also starting for English-speaking traders. You can find more on robertrother.com. There you will have the German-speaking community, and you will also get the link to my English-speaking community. Well, also you can find me on YouTube, Robert Rother, on Twitter or X, and on Linktree, Robert Rother. There you will find updates of my links. Now, most importantly, and I always have to say this, trading is full of responsibilities. Never blame someone else for your mistakes or for your profits. It's all about you. But we have to read the general disclosure. All Bookmap Limited materials, information, and presentations are for educational purposes only and should not be considered specific investment advice nor recommendations. Risk disclosure: trading futures, equities, and digital currencies involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. You are your own boss. Never forget that. Never blame anyone else. Take responsibility for your actions. So now we close this and we are going to have a look at the markets. So let me check the chat. Who's already here? Please like the YouTube channel. Yeah, I would appreciate this. And also I have to open my Discord to see if there are any questions. Hey Dan, hey Steve, nice to see you. Aktienbulle, great to see you. Super Drive guy, Demo Trader, hello. So then let's have a look. Story of the day. Actually, basically, everyone knew, like yesterday we had the FOMC minutes and we had inflation data that shaked the market a little bit. And today we also had news. I always check before trading my favorite news site, Trading Economics. Just go to calendar. Then you look Thursday, we had the PPI, 0.2%. Consensus is 0.3%. Actually, I do not interpret the numbers For me, the numbers are not that important. More important is that I know at 2:30 p.m. Central European time, the numbers come out, so I don't want to be involved in that market because you can get huge slippage sometimes. And if we check this here on Bookmap, in the ES, we can clearly see that we had a reaction of almost 20 points. Yesterday was a lot bigger, almost 100 points. But these are moves where I simply don't want to be in. It's you cannot calculate it. You see, even if you work with a stop loss or small stop loss, maybe sometimes you not even get triggered. We can see how these huge market orders going into the market here, and we have a huge reaction. And the market is heading up right now. Now, also what I did yesterday, I really like to analyze where the algorithms are trading. And one tool that I really like is the anchored VWAP. And there is one scenario where I always have a starting point. This is, for example, news. So actually I want to create an anchored VWAP exactly here. Right click, create anchored VWAP. It's a news event at 2:30. And I will also explain to you shortly why. It's loaded. Let me check if we have the correct starting point. Here's the last one. Yeah, for exactly this one. I call it event. No, we already have this one from yesterday. The other ones I can somehow take out. So also event. I will also put the reference, the standard deviations on it. Color, I basically, for this sort, I'm using yellow. So now what's the story behind this? Why am I using this VWAP? We can assume that once the news were released, there are algorithms and funds, whatever traders who are trading these sort of news, and they cannot get with their full position size immediately into the market. This is why we have this huge moves here. Market is jumping up, so they have to get somehow a fair price. So now what is the fair price? Fair price is based on the VWAP or anchored VWAP. And every time the market comes back to this VWAP, there is actually a buying opportunity for them, because then the price for the trader is fair. And always remember, these traders are mostly different from us. They are not there to actually make profit, but they have to find a good entry point for their clients. And then if as better they, or as cheaper they buy, as more commission they get. Hi Tomte, hi Aloe Santa, nice to see you. And okay. So that's the basic idea. Why am I have a starting point here? And we can also see it very clearly. The market is moving upward of the VWAP, and then basically we have this touching point here. The market is moving up and down from the standard deviation. Yeah, up, down, up, down. So this is algorithm. These are the algos working. And then we have the perfect entry point that is actually here. Market makes the correction back to the VWAP, so they know this is a fair price to buy, so the algo starting buying here up to the first standard deviation. And basically, as long as the market is above this line, we can also see it here again and again. Very nice entry points. We are on the upside. Also, if the market is overreacting on the second deviation, we can see we just hit the second deviation, then the pullback is arriving up to the VWAP, buying pressure is coming to the first deviation, pullback, buying pressure is coming, and the market is going up. Very simple strategy, but this is basically how I myself am trading news. I would not enter the market at this point. Now if you have this reaction, you wait 1, 2, 3 entry points, and then for me basically I will take profit at the first standard deviation, maybe with the first lot, and maybe let the market run to the second lot. And also, funnily, why is the market exactly stopping here? This is the initial balance high from yesterday. This always is a support and resistance zone. I will take it out right now, and we have a new initial balance later today after the market is opening. Clear drawings. So what is the overall picture? We see liquidity at the 25 and 165 a lot. But these are, well, yeah, 65, 500 plus contracts. It's okay. Here are 200, 300 plus. So I believe the market will start to absorb this liquidity. Basically, this is a short introduction of how I can, or how I am trading news. Very simple, very low risk, because basically I am using a very short stop loss of maybe 5 ticks if I trade the VWAP. Either way, the market will hold at this level or it will break, and then mostly we have a break of the trend. Then the market will drop, will make a retest, and will continue going down. So if you have any questions, please put it on Discord or here in YouTube. Let me check. So, hello, Slowdown. Nice to see you. By the way, Slowdown, we updated our community step by step. Today and tomorrow there will be further updates, yeah. And it was very nice that you put a post there. So now let's have a look at the bigger picture. This is now the short-term view of how to trade news, and most importantly now what is the ES doing. Okay, these are forex markets that I'm trading also. Now this is always confusing picture, but let's move to the 1 minute chart. Important thing to do, I have my cheat sheet, so to say here. Important information: open price, settlement, high, low, delta. Delta is the high minus low from the initial balance, which is the high and low of the first 30 trading minutes. I was trading yesterday. Yesterday was a good day. I made like 800 bucks with 3 trades. Was difficult to trade because a very choppy market, but at least I was profitable. That's the most important thing. And here these days I didn't put in any data because we had actually our shooting festival on our island. That was a very big celebration. So we had to drink, march through the village or through our island and celebrate in our uniforms. So today we simply add so opening price, we don't have it yet. Settlement price, important. The settlement price I can find. I know, and there are many indicators and tools that can do this automatically, but I started trading during the 90s, and most of the time we did not have that software, and I was young, and you had to pay like every minute your internet fees and your data fees. It was very complicated, so I started to simply draw my charts on huge paper, yeah, by hand. 15-minute, 60-minute, I was sitting there trading like this. And this gave me a special feeling for the market, which an automation cannot give me. So I like to see and feel it if I get this data, yeah? June 24th, settlement price 5207.75. And now I'm going to enter this one here. Simple with that 5, 2, 7. That exact, a little bit above the opening price from the 19. You know, you can see even if the opening and settlement prices are already a couple weeks old, they are still valid. You can see most of the time the market will make a pullback, and that is my business. I know if I write now settlement price 11th of April, this is wrong because it's the settlement price of yesterday, which is the 10th of April. But for me, it's a way that I simply remember this, that I put it on the 11th, yeah, just to be very correct in this way. And I know I forgot here the one from yesterday, 5,260.25. And I can also fix this. I mean, it cannot move anymore. Is the market bullish or bearish? Well, I don't judge if the market is bullish or bearish because the market is going to tell me during the day. For me, it's more important, are we in a rotation or are we in a trend? And then I want to know at which level are the algos going into the market. My niche is not catching the bull or bear trend. In day trading futures markets, my niche is to know when the algorithms are going to buy or to sell. And I want to get on that move for a couple of ticks. I have to clean up the chart a little bit. We have a lot of lines here that is sometimes confusing. This is why I also use a second chart, where it's a little bit more clean, the picture of the ES. We have here the ES in 15 minutes. Now we can see we are still, we hit my lower support line, but like I said, I wouldn't trade the news in that way. What we can see is we are still, the big picture is we are in a range here to here, and this is important. So we are not in a trend yet, nowhere. This is since yesterday the rotation. So some big players are accumulating their position size. We could see this yesterday very clear. During the day, I should probably make 5 minutes and then go to the regular trading sessions. So we see here, this was yesterday's trading day, and here it was just a sideways market. There's a lot of volatility, but we are going in one direction. We are breaking down or up, and then we are going to see where the market is going. Yesterday I did a very nice trade. I don't know, yesterday I had my stream on the German Bookmap channel, and I had shown a very good trade. I put the anchored VWAP on the high. I was waiting that the market went down, touched the opening, then went back to the initial balance high, touched the liquidity zone, and then the pullback came, and this was a very nice trade yesterday. Very perfect anchored VWAP trade. in combination with the initial balance high and the liquidity zone, I could place my entry level exactly at the turnaround point, exactly at the high. Very nice. Very low risk trades. And important, if we see this sort of rotation, you can also see this red lines here, volume point of a virgin point of controls. How do I get these? I simply take a volume profile and add this here. So I know that the buyers in this area accumulated a lot here at the 5198, let's say 5,200, yeah. It's the opening point. So if the market is breaking upside or downside, this is the point where basically we can expect a pullback. Yeah. We don't know in which direction the market wants to go. Right now it's a little bit stronger, but doesn't mean anything. Maybe it's also just trying to get a gap close here. In this area we have the point of control, the virgin VPOX from this zone. Actually, I don't have the volume profile in. I can add it, but then it's coming really too confusing. But you can see everywhere where I have high volume nodes, I will simply draw this line, VPOC, VPOC, VPOC. And then it becomes huge support and resistance lines. And also here in combination with the settlement price, this zone at 5.2, 5.6, I think here I would look for definitely for big shorts. We can add the electronic times, and then we see we are still range day. Short at around 5.225, longs at 5.186, or we go to the point of control here at around 5.197. Also, if we have the high here, this level, this levels as support, enter the point of control here. And we have the low. Can put this a little bit higher here. Now let's arrange the charts. Have a look at the question, like BT13, bullish or bearish. Like I said, I don't care. I'm just looking where the algos are on. Genau, exactly, Alloy Center. Go to the add-on manager, settings, configure add-ons, manage add-ons, and then you install it. AVWAP. Oh, I've already a new version. Maybe I try to install this one also. Okay. Yeah. How can you tell the market is bullish or bearish from watching liquidity? Well, like I said, the liquidity is simply a direction. Yeah, we assume that the market or the prices are moving towards liquidity because big buyers can transact a lot of volume at these points. So if we see that we have a lot of liquidity here at the downside, 500 contracts, maybe the assumption is that we could see during this day, during the next day, that the market will try to catch this liquidity, to absorb it. So we could assume that this is probably only let's say a fake breakout, and after the market is opening, the market might have a correction towards this level if the liquidity will still be there, or sometimes they will also take it out. What are your volume dot settings in Bookmap for ES and Q? They look a lot cleaner than mine. Couch trader. Basically, I'm just using this tool here, you know. I'm playing around like here until it fits my, or I can make it bigger or smaller, until it fits my, yeah, to my liking. I don't have exactly a setting, but you can see here above these two tools I'm using for, well, I can also look into that. Here you can see 3D bubbles, volume, delta, minus cell, display slider, inherit. So these are the settings. Sorry, I am having a bad trading day, but I want to regain my losses. It's over, isn't it? Well, this question is to regain losses, you know. It's like you're going into a fight with yourself. Always think about, you can really have a bad day. That sometimes has nothing to do with your trading strategies. It's simply no luck. Always have one thing in mind. Tomorrow is another day. Maybe tomorrow everything turns around. Don't screw up if you trade with your own capital, that you get a margin call, yeah, or screw up your account. If you have a prop account like from Apex or Top Step Trader, then, well, it depends on which level you are. But sometimes really there are days where you cannot do anything. And these, I call it the fuck up days. Most of the time it's simply better to switch off the computer, go outside, do something, go for a walk, go to the gym, or whatever you like to do, and get a clear mind. And then maybe come back in 2 or 3 hours. I mean, the trading day is just starting now, in 3 minutes for me. Which am I using? Well, oh, wrong. Called VWAP. Yeah, I'm using the old one. Well, right now it's quite I don't have any problems with this, and basically I say never change a winning system, yeah. Well, we can also start this, create VWAP session start. Let's try this, but starting point is at 15. Let's see what we get. You know, I'm always reluctant, how to say, to update my software if it's running, so I don't have to do anything, yeah. Maybe consider taking a step back, focus on basics, work on studying and learning to identify your mistakes. It's personal, or it's regarding a system that has no edge. Yeah, that is basically the question. If it's a vendetta against yourself, revenge trading, well, then it's a problem. And now I can see here I get a problem now with this new VWAP session. Should not start there. Settings. Configure add-ons. AVWAP should start at this point and not at the beginning. Well, I take this out. I stay with my system that I know which is working, even if it is sometimes a little bit more work, but I know this beta version works well. Yeah, well, you cannot, the market is always right, you know, it sometimes has nothing to do with your strategy. I also had these days last week, somehow, you know, you can do whatever you like, but I always got stopped out by one tick. It's completely frustrating, but then you simply have to take it, go away, and next day it will be better. So now the market opens. Let's enter, create anchored VWAP here. Settings, configure add-ons, VWAP, event, this one, wow, almost hit the opening, session, and I'm using the pink color. Pink, okay. Bands. Pink is for me the session VWAP, and yellow is always the event VWAP or news VWAP. So now let's see how it is developing. And I always like to watch at the regular trading hours. Now probably we can go to gap close here, 5199. That would be always in combination with the volume point of control, virgin point of control from this rotation would be a nice scenario here at 5198. We see we don't have any liquidity here yet. Let's see, 5 to 10. It's opening zones. Well, right now simply wait. For me, I would like to see here gap close at 5200. Still no change in liquidity. We have the liquidity on the downside at 66, 65. And funnily, we have the liquidity at 223.24, which is exactly the second standard deviation from our event VWAP. So this is a very nice point to short for me, because the liquidity at 24 is no coincidence. It's also the opening price and the high in combination, if you see it on the right side here. Opening price from the 18th March, and we had the high price. This is a nice shorting level here, and also here 30 liquidity is coming at 09, 10, which is also here right now in conjunction with the standard deviation, the second one. These are nice trading opportunities, but right now the spread from 09, 010 to 12, these are only 8 ticks, is a little bit too narrow for me. I want to have a profit expectation of at least 12 to 16 ticks. So we simply wait. But you can see how nicely the market is moving between the standard deviations. Yeah. What is algos mean? You cool, by the way. BT, thank you very much. Well, after almost 8 years in prison, you know, you get some coolness, yeah, if I could say this. Algos, what are algos? Algorithmic trading. These are computer programs which actually enter the market for large orders. I can also show you a strategy paper for this. And this is not something what I have invented, what I know from myself. There's not a lot public information about this. But for example, you can see here MicroStrategy case study with Coinbase together, how they actually enter the market, yeah, with larger position sizes in the Bitcoin. And basically one of the basic tool, beating the market VWAP in the process. Yeah, if you know this, if you read this sort of papers, you know what is important. Beating the market VWAP, yeah, then you get cheaper entrance price. Then they also put information here, trading algorithms, smart order routing. Yeah, they enter to place their order. They put over 200,000 child fills. Yeah, these are small orders with less than 0.3 bitcoins into the market, so that no one knows that you are actually buying, which is also very important. You cannot tell. You can, if you're playing poker with your open hand, everybody can see it. You have a big disadvantage, and trading is similar. You know who placed which order, so you have to divert it through many different firms who are actually executing for you on your behalf. And these traders, they must beat the market VWAP to get a better price. So now I know the VWAP has an impact on trading, especially on algorithm and algorithmic trading. And I know if you use this, you are trading with the big money, not with the small money. So I want to be on the side of the smart money. And this is the niche that I'm using for myself. I had an investment company in China before, and well, we had many times a problem in the stock market that if you have a order of, if the daily trading volume was like 10,000 shares, but we had to place an order of 100,000 shares, you cannot do that with a buy market order. You have to wait and place the orders over a couple of days, weeks on different accounts. So now I think we are going now to get close. And now we can see 200, 5-200 liquidity is coming slowly into the market, which might be a sign. And then basically we should expect a reversal here at 200. You're welcome. Yes, I had a day on Monday, Rob Davis. I should have recognized the stay out completely. Yes, and this happens many times to me. Well, I can recognize very quickly if the market is actually tradable for my strategy or not. And if I can see this during the first couple of minutes, yeah, I simply turn off the computer and I do something else. Maybe I come back at the second half of the day and then I can see the market is getting smoother, more tradable according to my way of trading, according to my strategy, and then I will place maybe 1 or 2 trades. But try to force your strategy on the market. Never is going to work. You will have good days, but you also will have bad days. Maybe you go out break even over a long period. Trading is not of being right. It's for me being to know when I should not trade, when I should not enter risk. Well, there are almost 80 people watching you on YouTube. Please hit the like button. Yeah? And by the way, thanks a lot. Where are you all from? United States or? I always like to know that. Oh, Switzerland, Nebraska, nice. Switzerland, oh, many Swiss people here. German speaking or French speaking or Italian speaking Swiss. I have many friends in Zurich, Bern, Biel, Detroit. German, okay. Let me have a look at the market. South Korea. Well, I lived in Asia 15 years, but I never went to South Korea. sadly. Now let's have a look. We are going to get a gap close right now at 200 liquidity. Might be a nice, you see now more and more liquidity is coming into that level. Could be a nice turnaround. Yeah. If you're an aggressive trader, you could enter here exactly at the, I would say, 189, somewhere below here. Or at the second standard deviation, yeah, 97.75 or 98 is also where the virgin point of control is. Could be interesting. Now we can see the market gets more and more buying volume, and the market probably goes to the first standard deviation. Swiss Romandie, oh, check. David Svoboda. I was in Prague last year. I love this. And basically my residency is in your neighbor country, in Slovakia. Well, for the German speaking people, are you already basically member in my free community here? I have a trading community where we talk a lot about Bookmap. Laura, she's also very active on Bookmap, is posting a lot. Again, like I said, it's completely for free. You can also put in the link. And also I have the same thing for, I'm just starting now my English speaking community. It's also here, also absolutely for free. You always know when we have live streams on Bookmap. And if you have questions, you can simply ask them about the live streams, or if you have interesting topics that you would like to discuss in a live stream, I well, open for everything. Yeah. Now we can see we have a very nice trade again to the VWAP. These are my favorite trades, and this is why you don't need to have large stop loss. You just hit it, go down, take your profit here. And now I forgot also to enter my VWAP here, but I'm going to do this now. So these are very, very nice trades. We are moving away from the VWAP. We are creating something like this, I call it vacuum or black zones here. Yeah? The algos are starting to buy, going exactly to the session VWAP, and really you don't need a stop loss. I can show you here on my trading statistics. I'm not trading right now. It's simply 5-12 setup. Yeah, stop loss 5, take profit 12. And you just enter here, the market will move at 11, you enter, you get out at 9. Enough room to trade. Basel. I went there many times. Basically last year I was also in Switzerland to Rammstein concert. Now we can see liquidity still at 200. I think we still have to catch the point of control here. For you who came later, if we have the big picture here, we don't have a trend. Yeah, we are still in this huge rotation. I draw it for you sideways. Big players are accumulating volume here. That's the big picture. And if we now want to know where is the average price, the buyers and sellers, we had once here. Okay, now we started, moved up a little bit to, interesting, to here. we know that we have a point of control here. This one was from before opening. This one is now after opening. And now we also know why the market exactly turned around here. This is always a choppy zone. But I could imagine that we still test the 98. But the playbook simply says right now, buy at the bottom here, this area 86, 90, sell at 25. And we have also the liquidity here. That is the zone where we could go short. This is the zone here where we could go long. If you are more like a longer term day trader. Also now here again, the yellow line is the event VWAP from the news today, and also exactly the market touched on that point the VWAP, and now the algorithmic trading, the algos are coming and simply sell, 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 sell. And then again to the standard deviation. So this is how they actually operate. Can you look at H bar? Said energy H bar. What do you exactly mean with H bar? A stock or? Dan, Rammstein is incredible, yeah. We were there last year, I think, in Bern, yeah. We went to in Switzerland, Bern, Rammstein concert. It's even if you don't like the music, yeah, but of course I like it. But my girlfriend was always also with me. She's not the Rammstein sort of guy, sort of lady, not the row zero type, yeah. It's amazing. It's so amazing show with these fireworks, explosions. It's incredible, really. Even if it is expensive, so to say, the tickets, but it's really worth it. It's amazing. H bar, well, I can try to find H bar. Let me check here. I will open it on Binance. H bar BTC, H bar USDT. Let's try this. Well, it's loading right now. Once it's done. Yes, really, Dan. Firecracker times 3. Take it out, 1 second. Well, what we've got here at H bar. Need some more historical data. It's loading. I will have a look at it. So now we are going to see that the market is getting a little bit pressure. I believe we must have this gap close here. Yeah? Let's see. Well, I cannot say much about H bar. I don't know this stock, but looks like 0.09. That's the liquidity is on the downside. Oh, okay, there's also something on the upside, but I really don't know. That's not a market to trade. There's no volume in it. Probably we see 0.95 or 0.09. But you always be very careful, these markets are easily to manipulate. No, I wouldn't do anything in H-bar right now. I would stay away. Morph81, nice to see you. Hey Robert, today in English, thanks for having this possibility of trading with you. I just my profit with a nice VWAP trade. Morph81, yes, exactly. Every Thursday, 3 p.m. Central European Time, I'm doing my English live streams on Bookmap. And yes, very nice VWAP trades today. Really nice. Even on the session VWAP and the, I call it, yeah, event VWAP from 2:30. And we can see, like I said, this event VWAP, always the market is going to touch the first standard deviation and buying pressure is coming in. This is no coincidence, yeah. This means the people who actually bought the news, the algos or hedge funds or pension funds or whoever it is, I don't know, at least bigger players, they try to buy cheap here at this level. Which is also together with the point of control at 203 from this range today. Okay, now testing the VWAP again. There's a simple rule. You can try to go short here. If the market breaks through, don't worry if you get stopped out. Then you have two choices. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I would still be in the market. If it goes above here, I would be out. Selling volume is coming. Take it. See, people want to sell here at this level at the VWAP. The market goes to this level here, then I would have made a profit. Now, yeah, well, perfect trade again, short VWAP, 12 ticks, 3 points, made your profit. That's easy money. And I don't want more, basically. I will not let the trade run. I will just be happy with that. That's my daily business in scalping, because many times the market simply will return and you lose your profit, and with a ratio of 2 to 1 you are and a hit rate, a winning rate of 60-70%, it is nice. Well, for everyone who is new, you can still hit the like button. Yeah, well, we are over 70 viewers and only 30 likes. Still can make it better on YouTube. Also quite a lot on Discord. I cannot, I always mention it, if you're not on Discord or whatever, try to come to the Discord channel here. And Bookmap Academy, yeah. Try to get to the Bookmap Academy so many useful, valuable information, and that is for free. And try to be participate in the Blue Jacket competition. You get so many insightful things. Oh, Laura also again here. She posted that trade also. It's simply a treasure of knowledge, yeah. I don't know, you basically don't need to book any, I don't know, online video course or something like this if you have all this incredible knowledge. And again, VWAP is holding the position. Now we are almost trading half an hour, so we can actually estimate what the initial balance is. A very, I would say, undervalued tool. Most of the people actually don't know it anymore. I have to look where I have. We have the high here. At 5,220. I have to add this. High 5 to 20.50. Low we have to see is here at the moment. $5,202.75. Still have to enter the opening price also. It's here. If we assume there probably won't be a new low, that means, 1 second. We have a delta from the initial balance high and low of 17.75 points. That was similar to yesterday. And what did we see yesterday? It was mostly a range day, yeah. But we had a big gap. We can assume that we also have a range day today. Which means for me that we might have a little breakout above or breakout below. Breakout above would mean for me going to 225, which is in accordance with the liquidity, and have a breakdown below. It's going to maybe 198, 200, which is also in accordance with the liquidity. I wouldn't buy I would not bet on a breakout. I would simply bet on a range day. And also we can see here right now this move up down, up, down, up, down. This is simply accumulation of buyers and sellers. Volatility index is a little bit up. So now we are going to test the initial balance low. Might be interesting. Okay, let's see if we can test this line here, the 98. This would be the gap close. I think then the journey would be at the end. Okay, let me see the questions. South Star just recently discovered Bookmap. What an amazing tool. You can actually see where liquidity sits rather than guessing. So many SMC traders on YouTube teaching bullshit, which I found this sooner. Yeah, definitely, South Star, that is the truth, yeah. A market has 4 facts. This is a price, the timestamp, the volume at that price. These are actually historical facts that we have. But the fourth part, the hidden part, this is the liquidity, but it's still part of the market. And Bookmap makes it visible. And so if you don't have that, you're really at a disadvantage for myself, because you have to know the facts of a market. Which deviations do you prefer to trade? Well, I use the standard deviation 1 and 2. It depends on the market. It depends on the volatility of the market. Yeah, where does the market go? Basically, the better probability is with the second standard deviation. And I'm using the same TPSL of 5 and 12. Hello Robert, how would you analyze Riven chart? Do you think it can go lower? It's also, I believe, a coin. Let me see. If I can get anything. Do you mean Riven Automotive? John, maybe, do you mean this chart, Riven Automotive? Hi Robert, do you still make money with trading, or did it become very difficult in these days because of all the high frequency time frames or market makers becoming more powerful? Rito, actually, this is exactly my niche. It is, I cannot make money like in the old days. It is, you have to learn how this high frequency traders and these algorithms are working. If you get an understanding for this, then definitely you have to find your niche. And for this, I believe the VWAP is one of the best tools. Robert, I'm crawling back up because I have a cool head and I realize my mistakes. Can you give me something on CL? Yes, well, I will do that after I have a look here at Riven Automotive. Like I said, fundamentally, I cannot say anything about this. I have no idea from the liquidity point of view. Today it's between 12 and probably we are going to fetch the liquidity here at 9, maybe 950 in this area. On the upside there is not much. Let's have a look at the daily chart. Looks a little bit, well, sold out. First thing what I would do is enter VWAP here. Not with the standard deviation, just a simple VWAP. And like we see this, another one here. and another one definitely here at these highs, but this is not the daily chart. Let's have a look at the 15. What time frame do you mean? It's intraday or longer term? Well, it's basically short the stock right now, yeah. I don't see there. I would simply go for the VWAPs. So now if you have a shorter time frame, like 5 minutes, the market is very short. And every time the market goes to this VWAP here from the high, it's definitely short. Until it doesn't break through, it's every time a short here. And if I look at the liquidity, basically I see prices at 9.5. But there's nothing here, you know. Where should the market go? There is no one here. The people want to sell. And 9.5 basically is the target right now. And we can also see how nicely the market is moving below this standard deviation. You can see this is definitely nice trading. Short, 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 short. Yeah, so the next target is basically, I would say here, 950. So I hope this could help you. You're welcome. Longer term still, like I said, weak. For weekly chart here, there's, I think that's the all-time low. Oh yeah, that's a nice IPO screw up, yeah, I believe. Well, there's no support. It's probably going very low. When using anchored VWAP, do you use a longer or shorter time frame of VWAP start of the day? I use actually any time frame. For day trading, I'm using also longer time frames, like all-time high if the market is coming there, weekly high. And for day trading, I use the intraday high lows, also from the last couple of days, and then the session VWAP starting with the official trading hours, and event VWAPs like news. Yeah, I will enter one VWAP there. So then let's have a look at CL. Well, CL is basically in a range, a big view. We are now entering the support zone. CL support at 84.66. That could be a nice VWAP trade. You see here also it touched the VWAP here on the 1 minute chart. And also I analyzed in my trading group also CL today. I entered the VWAP here. Okay, this is the wrong electronic trading hours. You can see basically if you add a VWAP at the highs, this was this morning, we can always see how the market likes to touch the VWAP on the 1 minute chart in CL. Couldn't make anything here. Here market hit the VWAP. And now we are at the support zone. If you look at a, let's say, 1 hour chart, a big time frame. Also right now we are in a range. Yeah, this is the lower range, 84.75 strong. And then always what we can see is we have lower highs here. Yeah? Here, lower, lower, lower. And I think we should go direction of 84. Could even be possible today here. Oil is very volatile. On Bookmap, I like to trade oil and VWAP. It's a very, very short term trading. So the way how you can nicely trade, it's a very aggressive trading style, yeah. Maybe you have this high here, it's this VWAP, you create an anchored VWAP, now you will see something, which is really creates a lot of trades, but you can see you have a high in oil. The market creates this black hole, I call it. Then it will touch the anchored VWAP, selling pressure comes, touch it, selling pressure comes, touch it, selling pressure comes. As long as the market stays below that VWAP, you let your profits run. Okay, here you would take your profit out, or most likely on that way, somewhere here, yeah. Also, again, same game. You could also say you have a new low here, you enter the VWAP. It's a really high, crazy trading style. You must be very quick. Here it's difficult to find an entrance points because we don't have this huge black hole. We could have it here, but of course probably this would be a lost trade. But try to identify where you have high and lows, especially at this turning points at the bottom. Enter the VWAP and then find these black holes and then start to ride on the trend. You can do with this like 100 trades in the CL easily each day. It's really getting crazy. And always also my stop loss is like 8 points, 8 ticks, and profit target is like 16. It is a trading tool, you can find it here, simply projection, anchored VWAP, yeah. It's built in. Yeah, Solly, marvelous, exactly. It's marvelous. If you really feel boring right now, you know, just go ahead and trade the anchored VWAPs in the CL and you have enough trades. But sometimes you must really recognize when is the right time. But you can have a lot of actions there, a lot of fun, if the ES is too boring. So let's jump back to ES. Okay, we broke through that initial balance low and through this virgin point of control. That is, yeah, I didn't expect this, I have to say. I would assume that we maybe stay in that range, but the market doesn't want it, so it's fine. So just follow the market structure, yeah. Well, we have the 165, and there was a question before, is the market bullish or bearish? So I said we have the liquidity at the bottom of 165. Maybe this is an indicator that the market wants to absorb this liquidity, and probably the market does want to do that. Wow, 87 viewers and 53 likes. Well, please hit the like button again, then I will do a couple more minutes. But I have to quit soon because today is my mother's birthday, and if I don't show up on time, I get a problem. And I still have to buy a birthday present. You know how this is. It's sometimes, as a trader, you always think about the markets and you forget everything else. If you got time, go check out Unleash the Archers. That's a good band. Ah, Unleash the Archers. Okay, Rob Davis, I will check this out. Unleash the Archers. Well, let me copy that and check on YouTube. Not now, later. Yeah, I will tell it to her, yeah. Discord, well, yeah, let me give it to you. Well, or Alloy Center, if you have the Discord link, I also sometimes, all these monitors, I don't find the links immediately, but the Bookmap Academy, here, join the Bookmap Academy. And should also have here somewhere the link. This is Discord here. If you go to the bottom right, okay, Discord invite Bookmap. I think this should be the link. Is the POC just a larger time frame VWAP? No, the POC is the point of control. That is, you can show the volume either by time, that we always see here, and the volume by price is the volume profile. Then you know in this range the most traded volume was at this price level, 5206. It's also called something like fair value. Point of control is always where the most contract were traded at a certain level. You're welcome, John. Do you have auto brackets order set with your positions, or do you do it manually in and out? No, definitely mine drive always automate. Here I can show it to you. Always brackets enabled. Otherwise, sometimes the market is too fast. Yeah, sometimes I go in the market and 1 second later I'm out because the market simply breaks through. Happens. But on the other side, I enter the market and also the market makes the pullbacks that I want, and I'm already out with a profit. And but the most important thing is, it's a brain fuck. Yeah, I call it this way. If you have to do it manually again, you will become weak, you will forget, you will make mistakes in a fast market, and you don't have this accuracy. And you let your emotions get in your way in trading. I mean, as in trading, we say you must control your emotions to be successful. This I absolutely do not agree to, because emotions are part of human nature. We cannot simply avoid or control our emotions. We have to learn to look inside ourselves and to know what our emotions are going to tell us, what story. And then we have to listen to them. Otherwise, we will always create huge pressure, and we will have this sort of fuck up days. And now again, I want to show you here, we have a settlement price from the 18th March. And you see, you still have a reaction on this price level, yeah. It's 3 points, 12 ticks, perfect trading level for me. Would be enough. Enter here at 82, 83, 3 points, 86. I would be out. I would have made my trade, and then even the downtrend can continue. And now for everyone who's looking at this downtrend, we simply have to start a new anchored VWAP here. Yeah, we have this high, anchored VWAP here, and every time the market will go to this VWAP, you basically have a short scenario. And also huge order coming in, 400 contracts here. They still put the... We see now here, up, the market went down. We also create the vacuum here, like I said in CL, short here, short here. Let the market run, and then the next short would be at this area at 93, together with the first standard deviation. And we can also see more and more selling pressures coming here. It's the 87. You're welcome. Yeah, so the price generally returns to the point of control. Yes, basically there is like a magnet. Yeah, you can say like that. Emotionally intelligent, definitely. Sorry, you have to learn a lot about yourself. Hey, good. Peter was in, but closed it too fast. Yeah, well, sometimes, this happens. So then I would also close this session for today. It was always a great pleasure to talk to you. Then I have to make myself ready for the birthday party. And I would like to see you in my community. Yeah, would be very nice if you come here to join this group. You can also find the link is pinned on top of the chat. It's the English group. And well, yeah. Then we see each other again next Thursday, 3 p.m. Central European Time, or 9 a.m. New York time, I think it should be, yeah. So have a nice day, hopefully good trades, and well, let's talk in the community. Bye.